Dear students, I am Inderpal Singh, PGT Computer Science, Kendriya Vidyalaya RBNM Shalvini. Let's start today's session with a beautiful thought. Life is always not perfect. Anytime it may have problem. And this problem is not the end of world. It is a new and different starting of life. So always think positive. Be optimistic. And now with this excellent thought, we start our today's session and we have to learn Python libraries. So the chapter is using Python libraries. Now, before learning this chapter, we need to understand there are three different components of a Python program: library or package, module, function, or submodules. We'll learn each and every part in detail. So first of all, what is a module? A module is a file containing Python definition, functions, variables, classes and statements. The extension of this file is .py. You may have observed whenever you have created any Python program, it always has an extension .py. So we can consider that any Python file is a module. So now we'll learn what is a Python package. A Python package is a collection of modules created by placing different modules on a single directory or folder along with some special file. So a Python package is basically a folder in which you collect similar modules, in which you collect many modules for performing some specific tasks. To explain this term, let me show you. I have created a folder called shape and you can see there are two different modules. Area.py file is here, volume.py file is here. This area.py file, this module is storing functions. This module is storing functions for calculating area of different shapes. And similarly, you can see in this file I have calculated area of two different shapes. I have created two different functions for calculation of area of a circle and area of a rectangle. Similarly, in volume.py file we may have some functions for calculation of volumes of different shapes. So what I have done, we have stored these modules in a folder and this folder is working as a package. You can observe that there is a special file in it. Look at this name. There are two underscore symbols before in it and two underscore symbols after this word in it. So this is a special file. This is an empty file, but this is very special file. This makes your package importable. If you have this file in your folder, that means your package can be imported in other programs. Okay, we'll learn this thing in detail in next slides. Now we'll concentrate. What is a library? A library is a collection of many packages in Python. Generally, there is no difference between Python package and Python library. So these two are interchangeable terms. But we can say a library is used to loosely describe a collection of core or main modules. So we have learned a Python module is a .py file which can be created by you, that is user defined modules, as we have seen our area.py file. We may have some pre-installed modules like math or string which you might have used in class 11th. You might have used POW function or square root function in class 11, or you might have used some string function. So these are pre-installed modules. When you install Python, then these modules, so the standard library modules are automatically available to you. So these are called standard library modules. You may install some modules for specific functioning, like if you want to create a program with graphical user interface. In that case, you want to you have to use a library called Tincter. So as you know, a library is a collection of packages, and inside package we may have many modules. So if you want to use Tincter library, if you are using Tincter library, then you can use module for creation of different types of graphical user interface components like buttons, checkboxes, radio buttons. So we have seen modules can be created by user. We have some pre-installed modules, or we may install modules from external sources. Okay, now we'll learn how to use a module in our program. To use a module in our program, we can use import statement and from statement. This from statement can be used in two different ways: from statement and from asterisk statement. We'll learn every statement one by one. So first of all, we will use import statement. Now see this file area.py, in which we have two different functions. Now I'll call these functions from a different file abc.py. To use these functions, first of all we have to write import, then name of the module. And what is the name of module? Name of your Python file, that is area. So what I am writing here, import area. Okay, so this way we can use functions of area module. But try to run this code. When you run this code, you will get an error message. You will get an error message that area circle is not defined. This is name error. So to remove this error, you have to use name of the module before writing the name of function. So here you have to write area circle 5. Okay, so you can see, before writing name of the function, I have to use name of the module here as qualifier. Now run this program and you will get the result 78.5. Now this will be a tough routine if you want to, suppose in your module if you have 50 functions and every time you have to write this will be a difficult thing. To use this in a convenient manner, we can write an alias name. We can use alias name. So we can write like this: import area as a. So we are making an alias a for this module area. So instead of writing area, if you are using a, that will be considered as area. Now run this program and you can see 78.5, that is your result. Through import statement, you can import more than one module at one point of time. Suppose if I want to import OS module, math module, I can import more than one module by using import statement. But if you are using import statement, you have to always use the qualifier name. That means name of the module before writing the name of function, or before using the function. The other way to use a module in your program is to use from statement. To use from statement, it is very easy and convenient step. Just you have to write from, then module name, from area, import, and then name of the function which you want to import. Suppose I want to import area rec, then I'll use from area import area rec. Now call that function area rec. I am supplying the arguments. Now if you are using from import from keyword, then you don't have to use this qualifier. Okay, now you can directly use the name of function. So it will be a very convenient thing if you are using from keyword to import your module. Now run this. Through from statement you can easily import a module and functions. So you can see the result is coming 50. Now if you want to use the other function which you have not imported, it will give you an error. Suppose I am writing here import area circle. So I have not imported this function, but I am calling it. So I'll get an error message, area circle is not defined. So if you want to import all functions of a module, then a convenient way to use this is use asterisk symbol from area import asterisk. That means all. So it will import all the functions and variables and constants and everything which are available in area module to your program. So you can use any function if you are using this all or asterisk symbol, though it is not a very safe practice, and you should avoid this because it may lead to some confusions of namespace which we'll discuss further. But it is a convenient way to import all the functions from a module. Now run this code and you can see, okay, what I have to write here, import area rect. Okay, now see, this function, this program is uh, giving you the result of both the functions, area circle and area rectangle. We have learned how to use or how to import a module. Now we'll learn how to see functions and variables which are available in a module. So first of all, I am importing module, then use this function dir, and then inside parenthesis write name of the module to see the list of functions and variables which are available in that module. Okay, so by using dir function you can see the list of functions which are available in your module. Now we'll learn how to create our own package. As you know, a Python package is the collection of same type of modules. So as you know, a Python package is a simple directory and modules are stored in that directory. So we'll learn with the demonstration. What we'll do, we'll create a folder called shape, and then we'll store our area.py module in that shape folder. Then we'll create a file init.py. Notice two underscore symbols before this init and two underscore symbol before after this init word. This is a special file because it tells Python that this directory is a package, and this file initializes the package. It makes your package eligible for importing. Then after this you can import the package and use the content from anywhere. So we'll see this with a demonstration. So what we are going to do, we'll create a folder called shape. See here, I am making a folder called shape. Then I am saving this area.py module in this folder. So inside this folder I am saving area.py. Then I am essentially making an empty file with the name double underscore init double underscore, and as you know, Python will give this extension .py. So you have created a package. Okay, now to run this package or to use this package, I am making a file. Here I am writing from shape, that means the name of your package, import module name, that is area. Now after this you can use any function which is available in the module. So I am writing here area underscore rec 5 comma 10. In next line I am again using the other function, area circle. This time I am giving 6 as radius. Now save this file and run, and you can see the result. Now we'll learn about namespaces in Python. So before learning this, just consider an example. There is a student named Anjali in class 12th. So she may be referred locally in her class without any problem, as she is in the local namespace of class 12. So whenever teacher calls Anjali, she responds. But suppose there are two more girls named Anjali, one in class 9th and other one is in class 5th. So if in class 9th Anjali is called by the teachers, Anjali of class 9th will respond, as she is there in their local namespace. But problem comes when if uh, if during morning assembly if Anjali is called, who will respond? Here to call a particular Anjali, class name should be used before the name of the student, like Anjali of class 12th. So we have to learn how namespaces are resolved in Python. So when we import a module in a program which was referred as a namespace. So whenever we create a module, it has its own namespace. To use a function, it is necessary to refer its namespace. So Python name is a kind of identifier which we use to access any Python object. And in Python, each and everything is an object. Python has three different types of namespaces: global, local, and built-in. So you can see in this diagram, first of all, Python searches for any name inside its local namespace. If not found, then it looks in the global namespace, and if still there this name is not found, then it looks in built-in namespace. So this resolution is in the form of LEGB. It follows the rule LEGB, that means local environment, then enclosed environment, then global environment, after that built-in environment. And if the name is not found, then Python generates an error message. So Python uses the rule LEGB to resolve the namespace. So we have learned what is a module and what is a package, how to create a module and how to create a package, what is namespace and how it is resolved. Thank you very much.